Hello dear viewers and welcome to T-World. Kindly hit the subscribe button and we will be on our way. In today's news, Donald Trump can decently be depicted as a political kingpin. His disdain for a vote-based system and law and order is suggestive of the unbelievable coordinated wrongdoing Klan leaders tracked down in both fiction and reality. He utilized his administration to enhance himself. Alongside his family and different individuals from his inward circle, Trump is profoundly drawn to brutality. Despite the fact that, like the top of a wrongdoing family, doesn't take part in it, he might be a sociopath or a maniac. Yet paying little mind to clinical definitions is unquestionably standoffish and horrendous, notwithstanding his lopsided ongoing record of political supports. Trump stays the conspicuous head of the Republican Party and the bigger fundamentalist development in and around it, for a great many Americans. His orders and wishes are not to be rebelled, and in any event a portion of his devoted troopers will commit demonstrations of brutality at his order and maybe to kill or bite the dust for him. Trump runs his wrongdoing family from Mar-a-Lago in Palm Beach, which in a made-up story or an editorial report from one more country would be depicted as a compound. Republican competitors, party pioneers and different individuals from his MAGA development show up there to make contributions of money and undying faithfulness, and to accept his commendation and accept their further requests. Wrongdoing as legislative issues, or criminogenic governmental issues, to utilize the scholarly term, is a distinctive component of dictatorial and tyrant systems, genuine or trying strongman-type pioneers, Donald Trump particularly included, have no origination of public assistance that reaches out past collecting cash, power, and individual brilliance. Legislative issues and administration are nevertheless means keeping that in mind. And the law isn't perceived as an unbiased evening out force that applies similarly to all things considered. It is an instrument of force, customized to serve the individual necessities of the imperious oppressive pioneer and the most steadfast and subservient individuals from his system. There exists a strict pile of grant, research, revealing, critique, and investigation by individuals from a wide scope of disciplines: writers, psychological well-being experts, scholars, legal counselors, history specialists, and political researchers, to give some examples, regarding the matter of Donald Trump and how his ascent to control has affected American majority rules government and society. Be that as it may. To this point, not very many specialists in wrongdoing and criminal way of behaving have explicitly tended to the Trump peculiarity and its bigger results. Greg Barrack has attempted to make up for that shortfall with his new book Criminal Science on Trump, distributed in May by Routledge. Barrack is an emeritus teacher of criminal science and law enforcement at Eastern Michigan University, and was previously a meeting-recognized teacher in the College of Justice and Safety at Eastern Kentucky University. He is likewise the creator of Savagery and Nonviolence, Pathways to Understanding and Brutality, Conflict, and World Order, among different works, and is prime supporter and North American proofreader of the Journal of White Collar and Corporate Crime. In this discussion, Barrack makes sense of his view that Donald Trump is definitely not a hapless bonehead or dolt, as some have portrayed him. For Barrack, Trump is a quintessential extortionist and maybe a crook plan who has gone through many years dominating the law and figuring out how to get away from responsibility for his lawbreaker activities and other intrusive way of behaving. Barrack says that Trump had a coach in such manner: the unbelievable fixer and traditional political employable Roy Cohn, who instructed Trump that even legitimate losses or misfortunes can be turned as representative triumphs. Barrack additionally contends that Trump was very likely fundamental to the preparation and execution of the Jan. 6, 2021, upset endeavor, and rejoiced in light of watching the fierce attack on the U.S. Legislative Hall. Barrack likewise cautions that Donald Trump is such a gifted entertainer that he is probably going to dodge liability regarding his unfortunate behavior come what may. Confirm is introduced not long from now by the House Select Council examining Jan. 6. Donald Trump's adherents have not been tricked into supporting him. Barrack closes, yet significantly partake in his reserved way of behaving and live vicariously through it. I'm genuinely worried. I'm restless. I'm seeing the finish of a majority rules government. I'm simply completely retained recorded as a hard copy about and pondering Donald Trump. I started pondering composing a book about Donald Trump in 2017. I got sucked in. Every other person had been discussing Donald Trump according to the point of view of columnists, legal counselors, specialists, and different perspectives. In any case, where could the crime analysts have been? Donald Trump involves wrongdoing and equity. I'm sucked in light of the fact that I concentrate on double dealing. I concentrate on question. I concentrate on the con. Donald Trump is the paradigm of everything. He's a fraud. He's a mobster. He's those things in a single persona and one person. Donald Trump is those things. Be that as it may, how can he pull off all the disorder? Be it as a competitor or as tenant of the White House. He's a media shrewd entertainer. He offers himself up as a subject of both pleasure and torment. And that assists him with evoking compelling idea among general society, unexpectedly. Trump's positive fascination is essentially gotten from his cynicism, brutality, and aberrance. Trump's political fascination has to do with his hawkish perspectives of racial domination, social prejudice, and sexism. At the end of the day, Trump has turned into a wonderful specialist of profane, intrusive happiness. This is valid whether he's denouncing settlers, stigmatizing ladies, or attempting to embarrass a previous partner. His phony populism is about style and disposition. It has literally nothing to do with any conviction framework, set of values, or philosophies. Trump has no standards or morals that he really buys into. The main thing that is important to Trump is the aggregation of force and glorification. Trump's fundamental con is that he will carry something to individuals who feel distressed or that they need something, that he is battling for their sake. Yet, once more, not even Trump doesn't convey what he guarantees. Those individuals are not even truly being conned. They realize that Trump is a swindler, yet they appreciate the way that Trump can push back, that he can show contempt for the law and rules and standards, that he can mishandle the law and every other person besides and pull off it. A major piece of why Trump's devotees are charmed by him is on the grounds that he's fundamentally saying screw you to everybody and pulling off it. Donald Trump is a kind of criminal. I'm seeing how Trump, all through his lifetime, has been associated with extortion and duplicity. I consider Trump to be one of America's best bandits. Why? Since he's been abusing the law for all intents and purposes the entire life, he has not been accused once of a criminal offense. That is virtuoso. That is simply wonderful. This man's been blamed for rape, tax avoidance, tax evasion, delinquency of representatives, and duping of occupants, clients, project workers, financial backers, investors, and noble cause. However, has never been accused of any wrongdoing. Donald Trump knows pretty much everything there is to know about the law. At the point when you've been a defendant who has been engaged with 4,000 claims and have been the offended party in a large portion of those cases, you get to know the law. Donald Trump knows how to play the law, to some degree. For that reason, he has been fruitful in weaponizing it.
If you made it to the end of the video, kindly hit the subscribe button and leave a comment. It helps the channel.